You are so stupid.
Well, screw you then.
Playthrough over. Hello.
Oh, we're going. Hi.
And welcome back to Bookend Gaming.
Sorry,
I'm
I was
Eric.
writing down the time. I'm Travis.
And we're still in the Dandelion Fjord.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's almost like it's looping or something.
Animation. One by one, the seeds separate from the flower heads and are lifted away.
Dandelion seeds are not that big.
No, they're big dandelions.
Yeah, is it like the entire dandelion flying away?
A commonplace event, but one that seems to fascinate Rin for some reason. God. One of them's got like a tiny blue ant flying on it. She's turning her head from side to side, marveling at the change happening all around her as the seeds fly away.
Was that a Bug's Life reference?
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie, but I know the main character's blue.
Flick. That's his name.
I saw Ants. I watched Ants.
Yeah, see, I watched that one a lot more.
Yeah.
And I liked that one.
Big Woody Allen fan.
I watched them too. Following the... Did I read that? No. White tufts floating with the wind towards the horizon, and imagine that I see them even after they disappear from my sight. I am imagining I still see them, instead of looking at the ones that are here.
So just the weird lines in your eyes.
Right.
Hisao?
Floaters.
Yeah.
What is it?
Do you love me?
Do you love me? I snap to attention to meet her suddenly very serious face that is not looking only at the flowers anymore.
Do you love me? You playing those love games with me?
YN. What a tough question, asked just like that, out of the blue. Still, her bluntness compels me to answer rapidly. Chicken! I don't know. Maybe I do.
Well, that was non-committal.
Maybe too rapidly. Fail.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Rin sighs, perhaps unhappy with my wishy-washy answer. I would be too. I'm a failure.
Me neither.
Oh.
I don't think I know much about love.
It's fine, isn't it? How should I know? The shrug of her shoulders seems to say, hesitating to give a firmer answer. She stays silent for only a second too long, but even that second isn't long enough for me to think ahead.
I love you.
I wanna know what love is. Those three words freeze me in place like a rabbit staring into headlights, but I'm not a rabbit, and I'm just staring into Rin's eyes, so that was stupid. Far too impassive for what she just let out of her mouth. Rin looks pretty serious, though, until she sticks out her tongue, frowns a little, and confuses me even more than her words did.
Just kidding. Who could love you?
She does like a backflip.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? Why does she look mildly unhappy? Was it a confession of her deepest feelings? A test to see how I'd react? A test to see how she would react? Ugh.
It tastes weird.
What? Tastes.
Yeah, so weird.
Love tastes weird? She laughs, maybe nervously or so I want to think, but stops midway when she notices how strange it sounds.
Like, I don't know what I don't think there's a word for this.
Rin keeps on talking as though there was no meaning behind her words, steady and careless words dropping from the same tongue that form the more important ones.
A word for,
Except.
It's like...
She can't.
Ellipsis.
Find the words.
Ellipsis again.
Rin just keeps staring at me, stumbling with her words as if her brain suddenly ground to a halt. She looks awfully confused, much how I feel right now as I wait for her to explain. But she doesn't. She just blinks a few times. Ugh, the flutter of her long lashes catching my fancy because she looks
Ooh,
like
my
she's
fancy.
petrified otherwise. Until I realize what they were fighting against. The dandelions are hitting her in the eyes. It's those weird tears again. Gah, not associated with sadness or happiness, not pitiable sobbing nor laughter of joy. Just tears, spontaneously and without a warning like that one time in her classroom. Just a few of them, not enough to make a fuss about, so Rin doesn't make a move to hide them even after noticing. Rin cries, looking like she has no idea why, and somehow a great uneasiness grows in my chest when I look into her watery eyes that stare right back at me. It petrifies me too, the shock of the incomprehensibility of this situation. I just don't know what is happening anymore. Rin, what's wrong? She shakes her head in confusion, stumbling to get the words out of her mouth.
Sorry. I might be a little afraid of you.
The words are muttered slowly with a small voice that is disbelieving of what it's saying is, I am. What? Why?
I don't know. Saying that just made me feel like that. People cry when they're afraid, right?
They cry when doves cry.
See? I can do it too.
She's averting her gaze now, deliberately not looking at me. It bewilders me, at least as much as what she is saying.
I sometimes with you want to run away so badly, but I can't move. It's like my legs turn into lemon panna cotta pudding.
Delicious.
My heart feels like it's going to explode and...
But definitely not watermelon. She slumps her shoulders melancholically.
Has a thing like this ever happened to you? I mean, I had a heart attack once.
I remember the leaden sky above the frozen forest and the sound of the leafless branches clacking against each other. It's like a memory from another life. Yeah, once. My heart hurt a lot back then, too.
But I thought your thing was not contagious.
I shake my head and a tiny, slightly forced smile rises on my lips.
You're an idiot.
No, you didn't. The other ailment of my heart could very well be contagious, and I wouldn't care a bit.
They'll spread it everywhere.
The other people might.
Yeah.
What are you afraid of? I never thought I was scary. Rin shakes her head desperately, as if knowing that the tangle inside her mind won't be undone with just that.
You make me feel that I should be someone else than me. It's a scary thing. It happens when you're being nice to me, like yesterday. I never know what to do at times like that. It's hard.
Her voice is barely audible, a whispered admission of something that is too embarrassing to even think about, not to mention to say aloud. She takes you to the other tree, and it's just like a wishing fountain. I wish you were Emmy.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
Rin has never been one to be embarrassed, so she does utter it aloud, only timidly, as if by instinct.
But I want to do something, but I don't know if this me can.
For a moment, we just stare at each other as if waiting for the other to say something. You are so stupid.
Well, screw you then.
Playthrough over. Excuse me? Rin's lips taste salty and scared against mine. Oh, as I grasp her into an embrace, I transfer my heart condition into her.
Now you're mine forever.
I feel my heart thumping in my chest painfully. Even though I am glad that she can say things like that, they make me sad after all. Rin's spirit, her passion, her strength, all those things that I hold dear are the ones that I don't want to change. How should I treat them? What are they headed to? Is that future irrevocably different from mine? That anxiety will never loose its grip on my heart, but I think I could learn to live with it. Slowly, the pain in my heart dies out, and it settles into the same rhythm as Rin's. We listen to that for some time. I start beatboxing. After our lips break apart, it takes a while for either of us to realize that we can say something now. So...
See? You're a really kind person, even when you're not.
I just said you're stupid.
It's the most scariest thing ever. I think that all I was ever afraid of is your kindness.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
I need you to nag me.
Is it bad, even if you are afraid? Mm-hmm. She thinks about this for a while, furrowing her brow as though this was some kind of hard math problem.
No, I'm alright with it. It's fine if it's you.
Like a weight lifted from my chest, her words elate my heart, filling it with, I don't know, happiness? What else could it be? This time, my smile is genuine. Told you I'd smile next time. Rin steps back, still smiling gently at me like I do at her. Here you go. Have a HD
My eye!
dandelion.
Yeah.
While
Google image search.
While she wipes her face on her shoulder, I pick up a round, plump dandelion clock and bring it to my pursed lips.
Dandelion.png.
Poof. They spread out into the wind, and that picks them up to carry them into a new home. To think only a few short weeks ago they were so different. This is change. Hey, so the flowers became what they were meant to become, like you said the last time. Let's have an epiphany together.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you become a true artist, or did you not because you ran away? She gonna float away with the wind? She pauses for a while to ponder my question and shrugs her shoulders.
Who cares?
It almost makes me laugh. The carefree easiness of her gesture is a lovely thing, a sign of how Rin can, truly and really without any restraints whatsoever, shed the entire weight of the world from her shoulders, should she will so. She is, in every possible and probably a few impossible ways, free. And I think I might love her for that. I better say I might love you now.
I don't think it matters. Let's just watch the clouds for today.
There aren't any.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Oh, there's some. She takes 5 steps to climb on a large rock so she can rise as high as it's possible here and stands on tiptoes. What are these? Did we throw a boomerang? When you reach for the clouds, every inch counts.
She can't reach for anything.
Sure, let's watch the clouds, I guess. It's good to do something you really want to do every now and then.
I'm just going to stare at your butt from down here. Yeah, you're probably right.
No, you're not supposed to stare at her butt. I glance upwards as the blue sky, slightly pink, opening high above us, swallows us whole. It's a deep, cerulean vastness that spreads to fill my entire field of vision and beyond.
It's not ultramarine?
No, that's only at 2 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yet Rin stays on her rock. She's on a rock?
Yeah, she climbed up.
Oh, that's right. Peering at the distant horizon where the rain clouds are drifting farther away from us.
I have decided something.
That dreaming voice of hers, spoken to the wind that carries it to my ears, is lacking resolve in tone, but is full of it in meaning.
It's all right to be me after all.
It's all right? Her
How dare she?
Her decisions always seem to be pretty far out. Well, I suppose that is an important realization. Coming to terms with oneself, accepting yourself, being fine with what you are. A simple resolution of heart that for some people is overbearingly hard to do, if not impossible. I do realize well enough that I might also be one of those people. I was going to say, you were doing it at the beginning of this playthrough. You're
right.
like, I hate myself. I
Yeah.
just frown all the time. Rin, too. Maybe we are not that different after all. Maybe to accept someone else, you must first accept yourself. Maybe that is a necessary step, which we didn't take until now. This game is like my therapy. Looking at her standing on that rock, I believe that she can find whatever she is looking for. And so can I. I found Rin. Ugh. The wind catches her hair and clothes, and Rin spreads her short arms into an embrace that is so very, very tiny, but as wide as she can ever do.
Loser.
For a moment, it looks like she herself might take flight. That's what I said. And I have to hold myself back to not reach for her shoulder, to not drag her back to me before I realize she can't fly. But this picture is something I can only watch. It is something for me to remember. Rin's sleeves are flapping freely in the wind, her hair wildly tousled by it, her skin touched by the setting sun. Her sleek form, that I've come to adore, is quivering in the cool wind that carries the small white specks past her, each a beginning of a new flower. That's not true. All that is engraved inside my heart. Birds eat some of them, I think. Like those tiny seeds scattered into the wind, I'm sure that Rin too can take her place in this world without the need to create her own inside of it. Maybe she believes it too, and standing as close to heaven as possible, she is giving the world a big hug. To me, it seems like the entire world really could fit there between those small arms of hers, inside of her all-encompassing embrace.
My whole world is between her arms. Hisao?
She looks at me in the same way. She calls my name carelessly over her shoulder with a strange happiness in her voice and in her eyes. I gaze into the most mysterious dark eyes that are curiously twinkling from below her auburn hair. Oh, God. It's getting more intense. Although I'm too far from her to see it, I'm sure they are reflecting my image. What is it?
I have to poop. What's the word for when it feels inside your heart that everything in the world is all right?
Don't worry, there's a tree for that.
I need your help. I can't wipe.
Oh, I think we did it.
Is that
I
it?
think that's the end. Yay!
That's it.
We've done it.
Wow.
Rin, we're flying away with Rin.
I don't know. I don't know if you are together.
Sure we are.
I don't know.
They said they said they loved each other.
Yeah, but it was more like I love you, but I can't be who I am with you.
I guess. What is?
Like she can't really be. I don't know. I mean, I guess you take it either way.
It's the good ending though. Okay, we're looking at a butt.
Of course. Oh, that's like.
I was gonna say, what are these? This must be like beta, or not beta, pre-alpha stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's just like sketches when they were making it.
Huh.
So we did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks,
It
VCR.
just kind of happened. I'm glad I didn't cut the episode off.
Right. I was gonna say it feels like it's
Yeah.
finishing up here.
But yeah, I feel like you could almost take that as like, you love each other, but you kind of have to go your separate ways.
Well, someday love will find you.
Yeah.
Like those chains that bind you.
All right. Well, that timed out pretty well, actually.
Right.
So I guess next time we're going to go for Lily.
Yeah.
I got to brush up on my British.
Oh, yeah. Apparently the playthrough that everybody's been looking forward to since
Yeah.
like the beginning.
Yeah.
Everybody's wanted Lily.
Well, it'll be I feel like it'll be a little more down to earth than what we just went through with Rin.
Yeah, that was a little confusing at a lot of parts.
Yeah. I had to go up to that room that I don't remember the name of it.
Atelier.
Yeah, there you go. You learned a new word.
I will say that it's like there was a lot of very fancy writing, but it was still there was like a lot of different things. So it was kind of cool though.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a confusing route, but just kind of cool with all the different things we did.
Right. Yeah, I wonder if there are like, I don't know. I mean, that's the good ending. And I can't imagine it's too different no matter what you choose going in.
Right.
But it almost seems like it was like you pushed her to do the art thing. That's not what she wanted to do.
Yeah, that kind of sucked for her.
Yeah. And then she took that as, well, I can't be who I want to be around you. I love you, but we can't really be with you. I don't know. Maybe that's just me reading into it too
Who
much.
knows? Maybe the neutral ending would give us more input.
But we'll never do it.
Oh,
Never say never.
I'm sure we will.
When everybody abandons us and we have to get them back somehow.
You don't want to go for 100% completion?
Oh, God, it's so much. It's so much to do. All right. Well, see you guys on the next route.
Yeah. Bye.